Gang sexy. Let's haven't shot nothing on this one in a while, so let's talk about this play test of the future wilderness game that's coming out. Like I said, I keep getting rules updates and information from the developers, and I think we're up. Yeah, I'm gonna say what version we're up to, but they've made the last adjustments they did to the rules. So far to me with what I'm doing, they seem to be pretty stable. So we're still playing the Orange Turnpike full first day scenario, and it it's interesting some of the developments here. Um, well, I'll tell you what. Let's talk about this Confederate right flank. Okay, so uh, Albert Smith sent me some info about Gordon's brigade or Early's division, which is sort of they were kind of the reserve in this behind the lines, but I immediately moved them into position on the front lines, and I think I did okay with the way the Union attacks have come. So my guess was that the breastworks, which are the part of the victory conditions, that Warren's Fifth Corps, Griffin's division, was never going to be able to break that. And I think they chased one unit out, but the Confederates recovered. So I did not put any of Early's force in here right behind them as reserve. Now, over here towards where Rhodes' division is, I did send Pegram's brigade from Early over into here. They were sitting behind, and I think that was a good choice. I have sent Hayes's brigade, which I believe would be the Louisiana Tigers, up here to the left, and they're digging in, which, by the way, this turn just ended, so these breastworks are going to get flipped over to actual breastworks. These breastworks count as victory locations, so I got kind of got to defend those. This attack has not gotten underway yet. This has been realistically painful to get these guys into a position with the way they move onto the map and how they're delayed by Confederate smaller forces out there slowing them down and confusing them. But the 1st Brigade here is under attack orders. There's 3 other brigades here, so there's a pretty good sized force here that if they can get them under attack orders, we'll get this thing going forward. So right now, probably during the division orders phase, which Wright is considered to be in command, I've been told, and Neal, I think it's Neal, is attached to them. So there's 4 brigades there for division orders. From what I've said, he'll be able to change everybody into attack order. Probably not Neal on this turn, but his original 3 brigades are more likely to go in attack order, and we're going to see what's happened here. Now, I took a wild shot here. Griffin got beat up really bad coming through Saunders Field and along the woods here, and then I decided to attack back with some of Johnson's and drive them into a lot of the stuff has collapsed. This brigade here, Ayers, he's got a lot of regiments. He's not quite collapsed, but he is not very effective right now. So the Johnson's 2 brigades or 3 brigades up here, this brigade over here, they really haven't done anything. But 2 of the brigades drove them out. They've taken this artillery battery here, and which that's the only one the Union had. So now I'm thinking they'll be able to turn their attention to Wright and the 6th Corps boys coming down the road here from the Culpeper Mine Road. Okay, so that's going to be the next thing that's happening. Now, the left brigade is untouched. 2 brigades pretty much are untouched from Johnson's. They did step out of the breastworks, but they've not taken a hit. And Early's brigade sitting over here, and there's some artillery sitting back here. They're okay. Think there's 1 battery sitting up underneath here in the road. Might be one under there. I haven't looked. And I got 2 batteries sitting in here. They're great at point blank because you're not going to shoot through anything. But like I say, these breastworks are now going to flip, so these guys will be in a great defensive position. That's not supposed to be there. Sorry. All right, now let's go back over to the right. So I had to do something, and Gordon was the most accessible. So Gordon down this road, and he did it in advanced mode, all right, which is probably a bad idea. But he got over here, and because Rhodes is collapsing, Rhodes has already got 1 brigade that's BCE'd, and look at all these collapsed regiments. It's not going to take much more. The brigade in here is the brigade in here is doing okay. Dole's brigade, they're okay. They haven't been hit that hard. But now Gordon, with these morales or cohesions of 8, he's in position here. If he deals with Dennison, all right, and kicks Dennison out of here, they'll probably be able to close down this flank and maybe turn back Wadsworth's division here from the 5th Corps, from Warren's Corps. So we're getting ready to find out. So I'm going to have two things going on here at the same time. I think the center is going to quiet down. There's not much more that these boys here from the 5th Bartlett's Brigade, I don't think there's much more they can do. And Wadsworth's, one of his brigades here, Cutler, which y'all should recognize that name. He's still got some life left in him, but I think Early and Rhodes have enough right here to deal with them. And hopefully Gordon dishes out more of a pounding over here than he takes, because he's probably going to need to reserve some of that strength and then turn and head back to the other side of the battlefield where the rest of Early's brigades are over in here, because it looks like they're probably going to need some help. Now, what's the Union got going for them? Other than they got that massive force right there getting ready to strike, they still have 2 more brigades to come on the road right here on the Orange Turnpike. They're going to come in from up there. Only problem is one's at 4 and one's at 6 p.m. in this game. So the 6 p.m. turn regiments or brigade, they'll only get 2 turns. And if they come on in march order, that means they're really only going to get 1 turn to fight on the next turn. So at 4 p.m., which we're getting ready to start the 3 p.m. turn now. At 4 p.m., the 1st Brigade will come on, and they're going to come right up the road here. And maybe if this gets going good, and they start a push in here, I don't know. Maybe they can drive the Confederates and take these breastworks. I can't put this game away because it's too intriguing. It's slow to the fight once you get into attack mode because of the woods and with units drifting everywhere. Like the drift that I got on these units over here, it couldn't have worked out any better with the dice rolls because it put everybody in a good position to start their attacks from. Okay, so that kind of got that going. But I love all the GBACW games, and this one's not even in print. It's not even out there to be sold yet. But this thing has kept my attention now for quite a few weeks. The guys played Saturday. I didn't get a chance to go down there Saturday. This whole week has been a thorn in my side, and I just did not have it in me. Matter of fact, I don't even think I communicated with them when they were asking about playing yesterday. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do going ahead because most of y'all know me. I'm a solo player, and I kind of get stuck in that grind. And everybody knows that right now driving around is not and wasting gas. It's just too expensive for anything right now. Plus, I got thinking about buying a house. I'm going to have to do that here soon. So I just sit here and play by myself here and try to fill out a good evaluation chart on this thing here and get it to the guys. And then I'm going to move on to one of the Longstreet scenarios, I believe. Yeah, this is not going to come off the table for a while because there's a couple scenarios I can still play in here. And I'm going to give it a good run through. But right now, okay, so with the last cleanup of orders or with rules, I haven't had really any struggles with anything. The core rules are nice and clear. And the battle book rules right now as they have it, I think they're pretty good. I mean, my brain, I'm not developing the game, so my brain's not in the mode of, oh yeah, well, how come you don't have this feature in here? I haven't hit any of that. The drift rule, I think there might be something about the drift rule about moving and then shooting and then drifting. And I don't know if the guys, maybe that was a typo that shouldn't have been in there, but I'm sure the guys will look at that. I'll put that in my notes. So, but yeah, hey, Wilderness, come on, a GBACW Wilderness game. I'm telling you, this one, they're all worth it. But this one's going to be worth it when it hits the market, when it hits P500. Don't pass on this. From what I was saying right now, it's 4 maps. So this one's going to be a good one. And, all of us for years have always, how come we don't have a tactical Wilderness game? Why isn't there one out there? Well, there's one coming. All right. And here it is right here, GBACW. Still can't tell you the name yet. When they tell me I'm allowed to say it, then I'll say it. All right, so let's wrap this thing up. Having a blast with this. Oh, a lot of activations. There's all the activation shits over there. And that's not even all, you can see a whole stack of other ones sitting over there that weren't even part of the draw. All right, let's get this posted so y'all see what's going on. Talk to y'all later.